if you're someone who gets quite emotional in emotional situations, and you kind of do the opposite of what a magnet would do and kind of repulse people away from you, this video is for you. So back when I was a kid, I was very, very, very emotional. When my mom would drop me off to school, right? And when she dropped me off for the first day, I was bawling my eyes out for around the whole fucking day. Because, I mean, I didn't want my mom to leave me. I wasn't independent at all. And I would always just get super emotional, even in situations where emotions just didn't even need to happen, right? And this carried on until pretty much the end of high school. And the number one thing that was making me emotional throughout my entire life, like the main thing that was really fucking me over the whole time, bro, was my father, right? He was a very strict guy, a very strict man. And he would always, okay, so here we go. So imagine this, right? I'm in my room playing video games, and I think one day I was playing until 2 a.m. and my dad told me that I had to go to work the next day because my dad made me work at his factory, right? And I had work the next day, but I was still up at 2 a.m. and I was slaying these motherfuckers on probably Fortnite or something, whatever game I was playing, right? Oh, I was pretty good at video games. And keep in mind, bro, my room is right next to his room. And and I was mashing my fucking keyboard and mouse as hard as you can obviously hear that shit. And he comes into my room at 2 a.m. and he gives me the worst look I've ever seen in my life. And he slaps me in the face. And obviously I started crying my eyes out and I got super resentful for him. And I would show that. I would, physically and visibly show that to my whole entire family for the next fucking week, right? That my dad slapped me and I'm angry because of that. And I'm showing it to my family for a sign for them to, I guess, hopefully, in my mind, I was like, if I'm showing my family that I'm sad, hopefully they can do something about that. Hopefully they can help me out. Hopefully they can, hopefully they feel pity for me. And that's the mindset I was in, bro. But in reality, what really happened was, they asked why I was sad, but then nothing really happened. In fact, literally just nothing came out of it. Nothing came out of me acting sad. Nothing came out of me being sad around my family. And guys, trust me, like, we're all living our own lives here, right? We don't really have enough time to think about other people that much, if we're being completely honest. And if you're trying to act just super sad around other people, trying to get their pity, you're not doing anyone justice. You're just gonna make other people repulse away from you. But the opposite side of this is when you're really fucking happy, right? All the time. Even when all this crappy emotional stuff happens to you, when you're always happy, you always attract people around you. You always make people, you always, have that charisma, and you always, literally, you're a fucking magnet. It's the opposite effect, right? If you're sad all the time, if you're acting sad, trying to get other people's pity, that's doing the opposite effect and making people like you less. But if you're happy, even when you're going through all this discomfort, even when you just, you're having money issues, you just, I don't know, bro, you just relapsed on porn for the 5th time this week. When you're still happy throughout all that, everyone's just gonna love you a lot more. And I had to learn that the really hard way. I remember my brother did tell me to always be happy, but I never listened. I never really listened. I guess he probably could have explained it better. But honestly, like, I should have listened. But, at the same time, I don't really blame my younger self because he was going through a lot of shit that a kid shouldn't really go through, like all that mental trauma and stuff. And yeah, man, that's kind of all I wanted to say. If you think that acting shitty is gonna make people kind of feel pity for you, is gonna make people want to help you out, it's not going to. I'm just letting you know now that's not gonna happen. Your mom might feel pity for you, of course, bro, but like, as a guy, You need to let your emotions go sometimes, and you just gotta deal with it and just be happy. Just be happy even when you're going through heaps of shit. If you're someone who can be happy in all situations, you're better than everyone else. I'm just saying. Everyone else I notice always gets extremely emotional, always gets, yeah, they always feel like fucking shit when they feel like shit. And that's common sense, bro, but you need to do your due diligence and not feel like shit, because that's not doing anyone justice. Okay. We're officially parked up. Always be happy, bro. Especially if you are somewhat of a lonely guy. When you're always happy, you're just gonna attract a lot more people around you. That's a fact. That's literally a fact. Please, if you want more people to be around you, if you want to be that sunshine, you know, whatever the fuck, that attracts people around you, you always gotta be in a good mood. It's like that, I don't know, the fucking anime protagonist. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. If you want my help with improving your life, check out the first thing in the description below. It's my private community where I help you one-to-one with your problems, alright? So feel free to check that out.